So planet Earth has many inhabitants. In fact, it's thought there could be up to 16 million species on the globe today. However, there is one taxa that is declining way faster than any other animal taxa. So this is a banded bullfrog, or more commonly known in the pet trade, the chubby frog, and he is a member of the class known as amphibians. Now, what exactly characterises amphibians? So, first of all, other animals involved in the amphibian class are salamanders, newts, toads, and caecilians. So the most notable feature in an amphibian is its skin. It's semi-permeable. In fact, through their skin is how all amphibians breathe. In fact, some amphibians don't even have lungs, because they breathe solely in this way. So what also makes amphibians unique is their breeding behaviour as well. They need a permanent body of water, or to at least be near a permanent body of water, in order to reproduce. With amphibians being so delicate with their permeable skin, they make an incredible ecological indicator. But the main question is, why are amphibians declining so quickly, and so much faster than any other taxa?
Now it's time to head into the heart of the Peruvian Amazon, in which there is over 1,000 species of amphibian, with many at risk of becoming extinct. Many of these species are nocturnal, so we had to wait until night fell over the Amazon rainforest. And to be honest, finding them wasn't all that difficult, but trying to film with them was certainly a different story.
Which affects the amphibian's skin. Important for an ecosystem.
Ooh, he's now on the camera.
He's on the camera.
yeah.
Okay, anyway, off camera.
We've got a frog on the
So
camera.
that frog's on the camera now. Frogs are incredibly important for ecosystems, and if we lose them, ecosystems can face collapse. But you're probably wondering, what has climate change got to do?
This time we headed out during the day, under the heat of the Peruvian sun. Less amphibians will be out, but as long as you know where to look, there will always be some around. But what is it that makes frogs so vulnerable in this habitat?
So last night was a little bit hectic, but let's get back to the original point. So amphibians are incredibly delicate and are very sensitive to their surrounding environment. Any change in the atmosphere can have catastrophic effects for an amphibian population. Most amphibians need to be near a permanent source of water, or at least in an area of high humidity. Their skin is semi-permeable, which means some products can pass through their skin, such as oxygen.
Now we've mentioned about the semi-permeable skin multiple times already, and it's crucial when it comes to understanding why amphibians are so vulnerable. Any changes in humidity, as well as air pollution, can damage the amphibian's skin. This can then inhibit their oxygen uptake. At this point you are then reducing the animal's chances of survival. But unfortunately, there is a greater threat facing the amphibians today. The spread of one of the most destructive and infectious diseases of all time. Chytridiomycosis, a disease caused by a fungus. This has caused a global decline in amphibians. The chytrid fungus invades the amphibian's skin. Infected frogs can die within 20 days. Over 40% of amphibian species are facing extinction, and this percentage will continue to rise.
So in this day and age, this problem has been exacerbated by, you guessed it, climate change. But how exactly does the spread of chytridiomycosis and climate change interlink? Well, different populations of frogs due to temperature changes may end up overlapping with each other, and this can mean infected populations can mix in with healthy populations, and this then promotes a spread of the chytrid fungus.
Climate change is also lowering the daytime temperature in tropical rainforests, making it a more ideal environment for the chytrid fungus to reproduce and spread.
So climate change isn't just affecting amphibians through influencing the spread of the chytrid fungus, it's also changing their habitats. This is particularly seen in the mountainous environments. A good example is the extinction of the golden toad in Costa Rica. The golden toad was a specialised species of amphibian endemic to the cloud forests of Costa Rica. The cloud forests are a unique environment, and global warming caused these environments to change. And with amphibians being so specialised and sensitive, they could not keep up with this change, so the golden toad went extinct in the 70s. Right, well, I've just tried to catch a few. I managed to catch a poison frog once, but I think like last night, I think we found out that frogs don't like to be handled very much. But some of you may be thinking, so what if we actually lose frogs and other amphibians? Well, it'll be a catastrophe. Like any animal, frogs play a vital role in the ecosystems, and if they're lost, the ecosystems could face collapse. If you think about it, frogs predate on primarily invertebrates. If frogs and toads and newts were to suddenly disappear, you'd have a boom in invertebrates which might overeat the vegetation. Also, if frogs disappear, all the animals that predate on them may also go extinct. And then what you'll find is that these things have a ripple effect.
I suppose what I'm saying is every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Some of the effects I just mentioned are just a few of many potential issues that could arise from the extinction of amphibians. The decline in amphibians is something that's already been anticipated by scientists, but their survival depends on mankind making the right decision to take a stand against climate change.
So this global crisis with amphibians certainly gives us a lot to think about in terms of conservation. However, that brings us to the end of this episode. So thank you from me and our guest Chubby, and we'll see you next time.